Man. Here we go. Yo, what you doing here in Plainview, man?
I live here now. And it was either Wolfpack or Dynasty for Club League, and I didn't want to play with you. So I chose Wolfpack.
Yeah, so you want the scouts to see you playing on the losing team and see a star on that, okay.
I'm going to get the scouts to notice me by shooting every chance I get. I mean, if I play with you, you'll be yelling at me to make the extra pass.
That's right, because I want to win.
Okay, that's all you think the scouts care about?
Yeah, the scouts care if you can win, bro.
Okay, then you really are stupid, bro. Let me give you some game, man.
Here we go. All right.
Scouts only care if you got the skills that translate to the next level. That's it. Point blank, end of story.
Well, you only prove that by winning.
No, you prove that by showing how you can help them win at the next level. All right, I'm cocky, but I'm not stupid, MP. All right, I'm not a high flyer. I'm not a rim protector. So if I want to lead this broke down town, I have to prove I can shoot.
That makes sense, bro, because you're small.
Man, you ain't got to be Wimby to shoot out the gym. But since you care so much, I'm going to give you that L you've been asking for.
Yeah,
right?
I bet.
All
Let's
right,
do it.
Bet.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our presentation of Illinois Club League Basketball. I'm Joe Lamy, joined by Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. Some of the future stars of the region look to hone in their skills as we have the Wolfpack hosting the Dynasty.
And to call this a rivalry might be underselling it. This is more of a feud than anything. These clubs really dislike each other.
And the Wolfpack would love to play spoiler in this one, looking to put an end to the Dynasty's 11-game win streak.
Yeah, Joe, and both of these teams have plenty of talent to get it done tonight. The Wolfpack are only 7-4 on the season, but this roster can play with the best of them and can pull out a win against just about anyone.
And how excited are you for this one? This is about as intense a game gets at the club level. These teams genuinely dislike each other.
Timmerman, that's good.
Timmerman has previously struggled with some back injuries, but showing his strength inside, there's no sign of slowing down.
To the middle. And Drake, talk about the rivalry between the Wolfpack and Dynasty. They've both had their moments.
They certainly have, and I would expect a very physical game here tonight. That's the bare minimum when these teams play.
The first one falls.
And Zadirko is a prototypical guy that any team would love to have. He's big, he's physical, and he's chasing blocks on D.
That one's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Wolfpack with the ball. Well, you think about what sets MP apart on this Dynasty team. His athleticism you rarely see at the club level.
He's been stunning, Joe. When he's driven, he's physically capable of explosive feats. Speaking of, I'm setting my phone up right here because I think we've got a great angle for some viral content.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer's offline. The three ball. Offensive rebound. And the shot goes down.
And a heads-up play there to read the bounce and capitalize on that second opportunity.
Pass to Zadirko. It's stolen away by James. Now Wells fires from 14. And that's good. A nice job on the glass, and they pick up 2 on the second effort.
You'd think he wouldn't venture in there, guys. But look, Wells gets one to go on the inside right here.
Back to Luan. Out to the left wing. Knocks down the triple.
And we've talked about the heated interactions of these teams before. It's a result of history and proximity.
Oh, yeah. The bad blood comes from getting in each other's faces way too often over the years. Certainly doesn't help they operate out of the same region in Illinois.
Now Wells. He's got 5. 6 to shoot. Sinks that one from the post.
That's what I call a captivating move. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
Guarded by Wells. for three. And the Dynasty another three.
Dean's got to do a little better. That's a high percentage shot if they don't get right in his face.
And lots of contact there, missing the shot, and will shoot two.
And this is what his teammates love. Wells doesn't fear getting hit. He wants to get to the line as often as possible.
And the Wolfpack making a change here.
Taking 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. And when Patrick Wells joined this team, he added some much-needed shooting that elevated this team to the next level.
Ding! Yeah, just like an elevator jump. Really dialing up the damage potential this team now has from deep. He fired with confidence from deep, just couldn't get it to go.
Yeah, but you love that shooter's attitude. Shoot it when he can.
He can't hit it that time. The Dynasty trail. It's Dillard outside. On the wing, Michael Luan. Guarded by Wells. And it's Timmerman with the board. Kicks it to Johnson. Back to Wells. It's hauled in by the Dynasty. Fisher, right side.
And for Eric Dillard, he's a standout at the high school level in the area, but most scouts have him as a middling recruit.
He can just disappear from games too often, though. Great shot, but too many easy mistakes that he has yet to... The Dynasty call time here.
Substitution for the Wolfpack. Timeout on the court.
And here it's the Dynasty. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Hotkins. And here's Eric Dillard outside. Pure from three-point range.
I mean, that's what Dillard does best. His shooting is huge for his team.
Now it's Carter outside. Pick by James. Cordova. There's James with the three. A rebound by Dillard. And with a showcase game like this in tonight's rosters, you can expect a lot of college scouts in the stands.
The importance of this game, setting the narrative of each player's potential. Opinions are forming about these players, and each minute could be another pro or con in each scout's report.
Now it's Carter outside. Cordova on the left side. Johnson. Deshaun Carter from the outside. That one no good. Well, halftime not too far away, and MP and Wells have both had their moments.
And the talent gap between these two doesn't look that big, if there's even a gap at all.
To the left wing. And he misses the go-ahead basket. The Wolfpack in the lead. Cordova outside. James, covered by Junior. Carter's shot is off that time.
The size on the bench for both teams is formidable.
Oh, yeah, Danny, this team is stacked. I was looking up to some of the players walking in as we set up tonight. Woo, they're tall. I know one thing, though. I wouldn't take too many shots inside with either second unit tonight.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but someone is going to get an earful from Coach for leaving him that wide open.
From outside the arc. Gets it to go from long range.
And a payback three at the other end from Carter. Scouts just love his ability to pick his spots.
On the wing, Eric Dillard.
2 minutes remaining.
From the arc. Goes back up. And Junior with the layup.
Defensively, that's just so hard to stop. He's too big of a height mismatch to overcome.
Out to the right wing. Pass to James. And here's Carter. Right side Johnson. Shot clock at 5. Now it's Carter outside. Takes the three. And the Wolfpack another three.
Well, the big name in the showcase has to be MP. He's a 5-star recruit and has a clear path to the NBA with his skill set and athleticism.
And scouts want to see him take over the game. They want to see him be athletic. They want to see his instinct and moves on the floor, because sometimes he can defer it a bit too much.
Pass to Junior from deep. Rebounded by the Wolfpack. Outside, it's Johnson. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on Jason Jr.
Hey, it's pretty hard to slow down Johnson without fouling. He's got a lot of moves and the size to make them effective.
Joey Johnson. 2 shots.
First one for him falls.
So Joey Johnson said he loves to watch 2K TV, and he's been in the running in the past for 2K TV Interactive Champion. Hey, he's a true master of basketball trivia, smart player on the floor as well.
And for Zach Timmerman of the Wolfpack, he moved here from Iowa not too long ago.
Yeah, we haven't seen too much of him, and I know the Wolfpack would have liked to see more of him. Unfortunately, he's been plagued by back problems, which can't be fun. You wonder how long he'll be able to keep playing for.
The three-pointer, no good. The Wolfpack with the ball, leading by 5. Timmerman with it, guarded by Zadirko. Pass over to Robinson. Stauffer. Shoots over Hawkins. It's Michael Luan with the rebound. Inside. Out to the wing, lets the 3 fly, knocks it down from distance. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half of play. It's the Wolfpack. They lead by a bucket and will return right after this break. The teams have had their break, the Wolfpack and Dynasty getting ready to kick things off here in the second half of play. And in club play this season, the Wolfpack enter tonight at 7-4, while the Dynasty are a perfect 11-0.
And I'd say we could throw out the record books, Joe. Whoosh, I threw mine right across the table. Sorry, Drake. Because of the history of these regional rivals is so complex. Both teams thrive on denying the other the chance to win in big games like this one.
That puts them in the lead.
Just what the Dynasty wanted there. They're ready to find Hawkins, and he takes a quick shot.
And now Wells. He's got 8 in this one. Try to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Offline with the 3. The Wolfpack trailing here. To the inside. Robinson. High quality look, and he sinks it. Fisher, right side. Puts up a 3. And the Dynasty another 3.
You look at this Wolfpack roster, a lot of players who will play college ball, but Patrick Wells could be the barometer.
And they are ecstatic to have him with the team. Add some much-needed shooting. They're hoping he can change the fate of their season. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Fisher's 240-pound frame has no problem finishing through contact there. He's used to rugged work on the family farm, and he stacks some hay right there.
Pass to James. Shoots a fader. Brett Hawkins grabs a miss. The Dynasty with the lead. To the paint. And Fisher throws it down.
That's on the defense. You can't give Fisher this kind of positioning because he will punish you inside.
They just can't get anything going offensively.
And you can see the frustration mounting. They just don't know who to turn to for points.
Will it go? And once again off the mark by the Wolfpack.
And we're here in the gym in the Plainview Panthers. It's a familiar floor to some players in our game today because they go to high school here.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I mean, home court advantage is everything in a contentious game like this. A little extra bit of comfort might make a difference. You can't count anything out in such a heated affair.
Shots good by Stauffer.
Trouble brewing whenever Stoffer's hitting from distance. He's developing a well-rounded game.
Timmerman defending. And Robinson pulls it down. And the Wolfpack with possession. Outside Stoffer. It's Drew Robinson at the high post. Yep, that one goes.
Stoffer loves to play chess, and right there, he made the right move to capitalize on a defensive lapse. Check.
Back to Hopkins. Luan. Over to the left wing. Lets it go from deep. And it's Timmerman with the board. And the leader of this Wolfpack team, without a doubt, is Patrick Wells, a 3-star recruit who has a chance to play at the next level.
Hey, he's not the biggest or most athletic player on the floor, but when he warms up, I mean, look out. Kid can straight up shoot the ball. If he can bulk up and add some strength, he could be a factor in college. Talk about falling asleep on defense. What were they thinking leaving him open for that 3?
Now a timeout called by the Wolfpack.
Substitution for the Dynasty. Ricky Davidson, Jason Jr., Danny Cobb, Eric Dillard. Substitution for the Wolfpack. Substitution for the Dynasty. Substitution for the Wolfpack.
And here it's the Dynasty. 4-point game. And on the bench for the Wolfpack, Coach Barry Bay. He's been with the program several years now and is trying to continue the success they've had this past decade.
Yeah, and standing directly in his path once again is the Dynasty. But with new leadership on the court from Patrick Wells, Coach is hopeful that the tide is about to turn for the Pack.
Carter with it. And the layup's good off the glass.
Great distribution. That pass was right on the money.
Here's the Dynasty. To the left wing. The Dynasty with another miss. They'll tie it up. And the basket is good. A bank shot that time. It's a tie ball game.
I mean, Carter's going to make that shot every time. He made that mid-ranger look elementary.
Back to Cobb. Launches it. It's hauled in by Fresh.
When I talked to Wolfpack shooting guard Deshaun Carter pregame, he had a tablet with some personal scouting notes, animated plays, and video highlights.
Yeah, Danny, I was looking at his tablet, and he even had a My NBA franchise with creative players to represent each team. That level of dedicated planning makes him a database of information on these teams.
And here's Eric Dillard outside. Gets the 3 to fall.
It's been a parade of threes from them ever since halftime.
Yeah, we know what they were talking about during the break. They've been dialed in from deep.
Time called as the Wolfpack decide to talk things over. So it's both teams making a change here.
Dave Zadirko, Eric Fisher, Michael Luan, Brett Hawkins. Substitution for the Wolfpack.
On defense, the Dynasty. 3-point lead. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Illegal screens are some of the hardest calls officials have to make.
Yeah, it's often so close, and you could really rule it either way. Well, all game long, we've seen the passion that these teams have played with. No let up, no quit from anyone on the roster.
Yeah, passion is definitely one way to say it. Nothing that we can repeat on air, but it certainly seems beyond a little friendly ribbon.
Kept his head up, good look by Fisher.
You compare how this game has gone between MP and Wells, and so far it's been all MP.
MP has left no doubt that he's ready for the next level. He's a man amongst boys right now, and the NBA is going to be in his future.
No one covering.
Saying right back at you, Patrick Wells is always game for a back-and-forth shooting battle.
Pass to Zadirko. Hopkins outside. Luan. Five to shoot. Trying to come back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Outside Stauffer.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Wells outside. And the Wolfpack, another three.
Building the drama. Wells with the timely score. Do you feel the game shifting right in front of us, guys?
Pass to Luan. The three is up. And the ball out of play. The Wolfpack will have it.
Got sloppy. In a close game, you have to take advantage of every opportunity.
Here's Wells. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. And he'll go to the line. And the foul's on Eric Fisher.
Some tension here for Wells.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
Shooting 2.
And he's able to hit the second one. And that gives them the lead.
Not an A-plus trip to the line, but he did get them the lead.
Pass to Zadirko. Buries it from three-point range.
The defensive effort wasn't there, and as a result, buries it.
Now Wells. Robinson with it. Fires for three. That falls, coming off the assist from Patrick Wells.
And that's a high basketball IQ play from Wells. You don't see him give it up very much, but a good pass to the open man there.
Fisher. Count it, and the foul. That one on James.
All his hard work in practice paying off big time. Fisher nails that high pressure play.
One shot.
Just what the doctor ordered. The hoop and the harm, and he makes good on the free throw.
Now a timeout called by Wolfpack.
Looking at how much time they have, I think it's likely we'll see them try to get a good look and score quickly.
Yeah, and I think in a possible 2-for-1 situation, this next play they run will be interesting to see what they go with. No room for error.
Now a timeout called by Wolfpack. And the Wolfpack have possession. And Patrick Wells outside. And it's Fisher with the rebound.
He couldn't capitalize on the poor coverage, and the defense has to feel a little bit lucky he missed.
He's got to give that shot another chance. Absolutely incredible guts from Zadirko. What a massive bucket for his team.
Here's Wells. That shot, no good. And an intentional foul right there.
Patrick Wells. First personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for the Dynasty, number 0.
So the first one drops, and that puts him up by 5. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Well, it's urgent time right now for him.
No doubt. They need points, and they can't take any time getting them. Look at the little fella eating some glass.
And now they decide to intentionally foul.
15 foul. At the line
Good on the
for
first,
Dynasty,
and that'll increase their lead to 6.
Well, Brett Hawkins' raw athletic ability is very impressive. With some refinement in practice, he could become an even more valuable part of the Dynasty's roster. The free throws go down, and the lead goes up.
Time called as the Wolfpack decide to talk things over. What's your thoughts here, guys?
They want to talk about what can be done to flip the script.
Yeah, Drake, they are going to explore every option to fight their way back.
And Patrick Wells outside. It's hauled in by the Dynasty. Pulls up on the wing. That will do it. Put it the books, the Dynasty continued their amazing start to the season and now stand at 12-0. Great win for them here.
A real gem. You can see why the Dynasty have been the team to beat. Great execution for them when it mattered most.
Well, you know the Wolfpack would give everything they had. You could feel the intense tone of this rivalry match.
Yo, she was here. I didn't see her.
Yeah, she came.
Ah, man, you mind if I talk to him real quick? I apologize, man. Hey, look, I know we butt heads over the years, but we go to the same school now.
Oh, are you thick in the head or something? I don't like you, man.
Look, I ain't trying to be your best friend. I'm just trying to win some games.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah.
How about we talk on the court? And off the court, you and me win cool.
Great. That's a great attitude.
It
We're
is
going
a
to win
great
states
idea.
like
Yep,
that.
Yep, and I don't care about states.
Yeah, that's because you playing for the scout.
Right, and that's because you playing for the fantasy. What, you think they're gonna rebuild the factories because you passing a little Jimmy in the clutch? You really want to help these people? How about you take over, make the league? Then when you got some actual power, you can actually help these people. All right, stop this nice guy hiding behind that when the truth is, you scared to become the player you need to be in order to build a real dynasty. This is just a costume, bro. These words, meaningless, unless you put something behind it.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, think about it.